Hello and welcome everyone to this video on handling error messages in SAP OData by ZaranTech. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our ZaranTech YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to never miss any update from us.
So hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss the concept of handling error messages in OData. So before directly jumping to the implementation part, it is very crucial for us to understand what is the meaning of error messages. So suppose you develop any OData service. Let's develop a OData service first. I am going to use, let me show to you. Yeah. This is my table which I am going to use here, and I have got a few records into it. I'll click on the execute button. See, I've got 5 records here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use this transparent table to create entity and entity set in my OData services. So I'm going to create a OData project first. So what I will do create OData project, OData handle, error handle. It doesn't be good. I'll give heading as error handling in OData services. Oh, now see what is going to happen here. I'll assign the package. This is my project. So I'm going to use the table. So for that, I will be using import GDIC structure to create my entity and entity set in my OData services. I will simply pass here this one. Here give the name of any entity. I am giving the name of entity as employee. And in this ABAP structure, I will pass the name of Don't forget to click this to OK this checkbox button so that a default entity set will be created. So I'll click on next here and select the fields which you want to import. I suppose I don't want to use the mandate and salary field. So I'll click on the next button. And I'm taking employee ID as primary key and I'm clicking on the next button. So my OData entity and entity sets has been created. Now what I will do, I will select this and I will click on Runtime Artifacts Generate button so that runtime artifacts can be generated. That is DPC, APC and extension class and the service routine of my OData services. Just wait for a minute, it will take some time. All right. So I've got the runtime artifacts here. You can see the handling MDL, SRV, or the DPC extension class. We've got the MPC and MPC extension class. Now just go to the service maintenance folder. Click on this register button to register your OData gateway. Fine. In the package assignment, just sign the name of the package. Yeah, perfect. Now we will go to our client. We will go to our gateway client to test our OData service. And here we will understand the concept of entity and entity set more deeply. Click on this execute button. See what is happening here. We are getting a 200 message. Now see, just as suppose removing here XML and I have removed the L here and now I am clicking on the execute. We are getting here bad request and see what we have the message here. The data service request could not be understood due to malformed syntax. So the most important thing in your OData service is that you should always provide a correct syntax here so that you cannot get any error message. Here what you are getting here, you are getting the value of 400 and its reason is bad request, because you have given a malformed syntax. Click on this execute button now. Now see the status code is 200 and you can see The reason we have got is okay. Perfect. Now suppose I'm setting this entity set value. Now I'm clicking on the execute button. See what type of error I'm going to get. I'm getting the status code as 501 and the reason is not implemented. And what it is saying here, method employee set get entity set not implemented in data provider class. Now what is the meaning of it here? That is, you are trying to access this employee set here. And in simple word, you are trying to access this method employee set get entity set in from your OData services. Just go to DPC extension class. Here you have got the DPC extension class. Double click on it. Double click on it here. Now see, go to the methods list. In inherited methods, you can see your get entity set method here. You need to right click on it and redefine it. Now, see what is happening around you. Since you have redefined this method, so whenever you will call this entity set from your OData gateway client, this method will be triggered. And since now you have redefined it, you will get here 200 messages. Just click on the execute button again and see what is happening. You are getting a 200 messages. But see, you are not getting any data around here. And why you are not getting any data around here? Because you have not what you have done here. You have not given any. You are not written any logic here, so that you are not getting any data there. So what I am going to do, I will simply write a select star from my employee table. This is my employee table. Into corresponding fields of table. See, we have got external parameter ER underscore ET underscore entity sets. So you can use it here, ET entity set. Simply click on this Control F2 to check the syntax. If you have not got any error, click on the execute button. So click on the activate button to activate this method. Now go to the client. Go to the gateway client and click on execute button. See what is going to happen here. You are getting all the data. You are getting here all the data. Now, if you will select the URI button, select the JSON format if you want. Click on this execute button. You will get your data in the JSON form. Perfect. Same. Now just simply remove this one and just remain this question mark and see what is going to happen. Okay. I have to give a filter button. $. No need to use it. We have to check only error message here. Now suppose I want to get a single record based on a particular employee ID that I am passing from my front-end application. So I will give here the value of employee ID. And one important thing is, just go to your client first so that you can understand that. I'll go to client. Go to the client, yeah. Go to entity types and open your entity, go to properties. Now see, you are getting the employee ID value like this one. So the naming convention is very important in case of OData services. So you should use this. And suppose I want to get the value of employee ID only when the value is 101. Now I'll click on execute. Let's see what is happening here. Again, I'm getting 501 not implemented. And why I'm getting this one? Because here, see, we have get entity method as not implemented. So here you are trying to fetch a single data, but you have not implemented your get entity methods. That is why what is happening here. You are getting a not implemented error. So what you have to do now? You will go to the DPC extension class again. Just go to this DPC extension class, go to the method, inherited method, and see we have got the get entity method around here. We'll click on the redefine method. Let's see what is happening. Whatever the value you are passing from that particular front-end gateway client, you will be fetching into this IT key tab. So we will have to fetch out the data from this IT key tab. So I will use the read statement ID underscore key underscore tab into data ls underscore key index 1, because I'm passing just a single record from here. So I can use here index 1. So if size sub rc equals to 0, size sub rc equals to 0, I'll give here index. Now I'll write select single star, because I have to fetch a single record, single star from my employee table. Just copy it and paste it here and to the work area. This one is your work area here, ER entity. And see, ER entity where the value of my employee ID is equal to ls key underscore key value. Let me show you why I'm using this value one. Just go to this table type around here. You need to go into this structure. See, we have got two components, name and value. So whatever the value will be passing, it will be getting into this particular field. So you can use it here. Just go to back, click on this back button and click on activate. Now see, just go to your gateway client and click on the execute button. See, I'm getting the value of 101. So whatever the value will be passing from here on the employee ID, will get its data. Okay, 102, I'm getting the name as Tracy. Suppose I'm giving 103 around here. Click on this execute button and see what I'm getting here. I'm getting the value of Abhishek Yadav. So this is how we can check the errors, and on the basis of it, we can perform we can solve those errors. Now see what I've done here. I have simply removed this parenthesis. And what error I'm getting? Search individual time is to have more details. Service nodes. Invalid URI segment. So here the syntax is very crucial to execute or test your OData services. So this is all about how to handle error messages in OData services that you will be getting. So thank you very much.